What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So let me check the audio is good. Okay. So when they say that they are not in love with you anymore, they also may say something like, I love you, but I am not in love with you. If you've watched my channel before, you have heard me allude to this a little bit. This video won't be too long either. So when they say this, they're basically saying, I'm not attracted to you anymore. And let me actually just give you the other point real quick. They can fall back in love with you, but you have to start the reattraction process over. So let me show you guys what that looks like. So usually over time, right, the relationship will kind of start like around here, like this. Okay, so they'll be 80%, 90%. They're pretty attracted to you. They text you all the time. They reach out to you all the time. Then something happens and attraction will fall. And then comes back up, falls, comes back up, and it'll actually climb and come back down and then come back down a little bit. This is like, when a fight happens or you do something unattractive or whatever. Well, let's say this is the cutoff line right about here. Okay. This is the line where they'll break up with you. Okay. So it can't cross this. And eventually what will happen is she'll test you based off of what's been going on. Okay. And then basically, okay. And usually it's a string of things that happened over and over and over again. So when it crosses this threshold, this is when she says, I'm not in love with you anymore. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. So then, always remember, this is the golden rule. Attraction and love are linked. So this is why you have to have that attitude. Okay. You're a kind person with an edge. You're focused on your mission and your purpose, and you're not putting this girl on a pedestal, right? This is, guys, I'm going to go really, really deep into this topic on my new channel, The Better Man Project. But the idea is that you have to stay attractive. You have to understand that attraction is the number one thing. You have to focus on that, because what guys will do is they'll constantly go, we spent 9 years together, and they'll logically think to themselves, we should work. They'll try to reason. We should work through this. We should work through this because we spent so much time together, so many memories. And the woman's going, but right now I don't feel that way. So this is why guys get super frustrated, because they know that a woman's emotions take precedence over the logic, but you can't force someone to love you, right? You can't force someone to be attracted to you. They either are or they aren't. And it's just based off of behaviors. Sometimes the relationship gets boring. Sometimes it gets stale. One of the major reasons a relationship ends is because of complacent behavior. Tons of guys have come to me over the years, which is actually what birthed the Better Man Project and Money School. When you have something that you want to create in your life, you have purpose. That's what creates that spark in a relationship, because she's looking at you and she's going, this guy is ambitious. He's motivated. He's sexy. He's attractive. He's this, he's that. She names off all of these things. So this is what keeps her with you. So if you don't maintain this over time, that's when this will happen right here. Let me actually put it in crayon. Okay. This is what happens. Now, how do you fix this problem, right? Well, first of all, and again, you have to understand, you have to take a really good hard look at your life and your decisions and ask yourself, did things get to a complacent manner? And before anybody writes in the comments, she's not perfect, I know this. I know that she's not perfect. Okay. She may have things that she needs to work on, but if she's the one dumping you, if she's the one letting go of you, then she has the power here. Okay. And a lot of you guys want them back anyway. So if you want to get her back and get her focused on you again, first things first is always no contact, strict no contact. Yes. We know that now, right? But you actually want to start incorporating and putting things into your life that really bring you joy. And I know that sounds corny, but it's the truth, right? So people have come to me especially like people that join Money School and Better Man Project, they're like, what should my purpose be? A lot of these guys don't know what their purposes are. Like, what should I do? And really, it just comes down to them wanting to do good things. They just want to do good. They want to bring good to the world. So they basically just have to pick something that emotionally pulls them to that desire, right? So for me, I've seen the issue that men are having. Men are basically unheard, right? They can't speak their truth. And also, especially on my other channel, like a lot of men are growing up without fathers and strong authority figures in their life. And let's say Better Man Project, the YouTube channel, is like even the core, like the course coaching thing, that could be a 10, 15 year, 20 year, maybe the rest of my life channel. And I can make content forever. And I can talk about being a father. I'm a father now. I'm a dad, right? I can talk about how I've created a really, really fulfilling business and how I'm married. And a lot of guys are turned off from the idea of marriage because to a lot of dudes with the way modern dating is, it's not worth it to them, right? And I have to agree with a lot of that in certain ways because I understand why, right? I know I'm ranting, but guys, like, I'm with you. I understand. I'm a married man, but I understand. I understand where you're coming from. And I want to make that channel so I can educate guys so they can make their choices, right? And if you guys are fans of me, you guys know I rant and talk a lot. But this is what keeps you attractive. Understanding what you want to be doing with your life. A lot of guys have the entire picture flipped. Okay. They're focused so hard on women, on getting women in their life. They think that women are the purpose to life. When I believe that the purpose to life is to live, obviously, but like to have an abundant life, meaning you don't live by any limitations. And God, you guys wouldn't believe the limitations you guys put on yourselves. It is unreal. It is amazing what you guys will I'm gonna make this bigger. It's amazing the limitations you guys put on yourselves. I have guys that come to me and they don't believe that they're worth anything. They don't believe that they can get to a specific amount of money per month, right? Or they can't find their purpose or whatever it is. And I think truthfully, uninspired men that don't have their own individual spark go through this the most. So I think a lot of soul searching and going on your own personal journey is the most important thing that you guys can do. And that's how, and look, I understand, like the title of this video is She's Not in Love with Me Anymore, right? It seems like it's so far apart, but it's not. Women want to be with men who have the spark of life, who have the passion, who are so excited to wake up every day. And I don't believe a single person on this fucking planet really wants to work a 9-to-5 job. Strip away all the societal shit. Like, yeah, nobody's going to choose to work a 9-to-5. Like, no shit, right? But most guys, over 95%, are afraid to ask or afraid to take actions to go get themselves something that's really worth their time or to create something that's really worth their time. And that's why I talk about it so much. That is exactly what's going to cause people to be attracted to you. You're going to stand out from the norm. You're going to stand out from other guys. You're going to stand because you're not texting all the time, because you're busy, because you're actually focused on being, focused on your work. You're off dating apps because you realize dating apps are garbage and they don't work. There's no high quality people there, really. There are some. There's going to be that fucking person in the comments, right? But yes, you get off the apps and you start meeting people in person. You start gaining the courage to nut up and go talk to a woman in person and say, hey, how are you? Right? You look gorgeous, or you look pretty, or I like your dress, or I like your pants, I like your hair, whatever. You point out anything about her appearance, right? And ask her what she's doing later on in that day. It's not really that hard. You don't have to have slick pickup lines. Okay. If you look good and you're dressed well and you care about your appearance, right? I've coached guys who have the scraggliest, ugliest ass beards. I got a mustache right now, right? But these guys look like they haven't shaved or trimmed their beards in like 3 years, right? And they're like, why am I not getting high quality women? And it's because you don't care about your appearance and in terms of like how you dress and how, grooming, right? So And again, this is going to be stuff that's on the other channel. I'm going to go deep into those topics because I know that there are people that are fans of mine, but this all ties together. It really does. And I know many of you guys maybe your situation has nothing to do with that, and it is what it is. But insecurity is another big thing that guys, they don't understand. Really, at the end of the day, you don't understand women enough. And a lot of women get bored. And sometimes all a woman really needs is to know that you're that guy. She knows that she could not do better than you. She needs to know that. And in order for her to feel that, you have to feel that about yourself, right? I beat myself up. I'm the hardest on myself than anybody else ever could possibly be, right? Extremely hard on myself. So what that does is that focuses my energy on things that I can control. And you guys can control this. You just have to study. So, rant over. But I literally ranted for so long that my screen... Okay, there we go. That my screen locked. But anyway, attraction and love are linked, and you just need to stay attractive. That was basically a little bit of a lesson on attraction. And attraction isn't a box. It is multiple, again, how I am in these videos is how I am in person. I'm very animated in person. I'm not, waving around like an idiot, but the passion comes through my voice, right? And I don't know, there's lots of things I think that add to it, but I really don't care about, I care about helping and just moving on from things that don't matter to me. And I want to legitimately make I want to do good things. So I think being a good man and focusing on doing good things and not being a neutral or negative man is really important. And I think you guys should adopt that mindset, in my opinion. But that's going to keep you attractive. And that's why there might be multiple reasons why, but when she says she's not in love with you anymore, but she loves you, basically she's demoting you to a friend. You're a friend at this point. So just remember, at the end of the day, you are only a few choices from a completely different life. One choice away from a completely different life. So if you really like this video, you can 100% drop a like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. But consider joining the Better Man Project /Money School. So it's a place where you can make income like this. Okay. I need to put a new picture because I keep using the same picture. There has been new results since then. So I'm probably going to start uploading some different pictures, but I have a new module coming that's going to get you to $3,000 to $5,000 within 3 to 4 months. And it can be done. Okay. It just takes work. That's all. And so you guys can do it part-time along with your job and whatever. But at the end of the day, guys, it's up to you, and you guys can 100% make your own decisions. But at the end of the day, I just want you guys to be focused on your missions and your purposes and your passions. And again, that's going to be a heavy subject on my other channel. If you want to link to my other channel, it's in the description box and the pinned comments below. So will the link for school. If you have any questions about that, you guys can totally reach out to me through my socials. So Instagram, email, I have a question about Better Man Project or Money School or whatever. And sometimes I'll hop on a call with you for 5-10 minutes to explain it. It's up to you.